Long ago, in a land far away, there was a great teacher named Gautam Buddha. He had many disciples who followed him closely and learned from him every day. Among his students was a young man named Ananda, who was deeply devoted to Buddha and wanted to learn as much as possible from him. One night, as Ananda was lying in bed, he couldn't help but notice how Buddha was sleeping. He had never seen anyone sleep in such a still and unmoving way. It was as if Buddha's body was made of stone. Ananda watched in amazement as Buddha remained in the same position throughout the night, not even stirring once. As days went by, Ananda became more and more curious about Buddha's sleeping habits. He wondered how it was possible for Buddha to remain so still while he himself could never seem to stay in one position for long. He decided that he had to ask Buddha about it. One night, when Buddha was asleep, Ananda quietly approached him and gently woke him up. "Forgive me, Master," he said. "I know it is not right to disturb you while you are sleeping, but I must ask you something. For years, I have watched you sleep, and I have never seen you move from your position. How is it possible for you to remain so still?" Ananda became more and more interested in how Buddha slept as time went on. He didn't understand how Buddha could stay so still when he couldn't seem to stay in one place for long. He thought he should talk to Buddha about it. Buddha smiled at Ananda and said, "My dear student, I have found the right posture for my body. It is a posture that allows me to rest deeply while also remaining awake and aware. When I sleep, my body lies down like a corpse. It does not move because my mind is at rest, and there is no restlessness in my consciousness." Ananda was surprised by Buddha's response. He had never heard anyone speak about sleep in such a way before. "But how is it possible to be both asleep and awake at the same time?" he asked. Buddha replied, "It is not a matter of being asleep and awake at the same time. When I sleep, my consciousness remains alert and aware, even though my body is at rest. This is the difference between the sleep of an enlightened person and an unenlightened person. An unenlightened person's mind is always restless, even when they sleep. But an enlightened person's mind is at peace, and they are always aware of their body and surroundings." Ananda was amazed by Buddha's wisdom. He realized that he still had much to learn from his teacher. From that day on, he made a conscious effort to quiet his mind and find the right posture for his body. He knew that it would take time, but he was willing to practice and learn until he too could sleep like Buddha. As time went on, Ananda became more and more enlightened, and he began to understand the true meaning of Buddha's teachings. He realized that the key to happiness and peace was to quiet the mind and find the right posture for the body. And he knew that he could never have learned this valuable lesson if he had not asked Buddha about his sleeping habits that night so long ago. And so, the story of Buddha's sleeping habits became a lesson for all who sought to learn from him. It was a reminder that the key to enlightenment was to remain still, both in body and mind, and to be aware of one's surroundings at all times. And it was a lesson that would be passed down from generation to generation, inspiring people to seek enlightenment and inner peace for many years to come. Thank you for watching our channel. We hope this story has inspired you to find your own path to inner peace and enlightenment. Remember, the journey may be long, but the rewards are immeasurable. Take care, and see you in the next video.